Hey guys, it's FifaRalle here and welcome to episode 3 of the Ultimate Skill Quest. And in this episode, Elyounoussi is the featured skiller. And I asked in the last episode which players I should get in around him. And Morten Gamst-Petersen was mentioned quite a few times. 4-star skills, good free kicks. Elyounoussi was also a player who's mentioned a lot. And Mike Jensen was also mentioned a few times. So those were the players I picked up. And it left me with 42,000 coins left. Now, there's a few changes to this series and its concept, and I think it's the final point in time where we make changes, and we'll keep these going forward. So first off, it is now post-commentary instead of live commentary, because I saw quite a few people saying they wanted me to try out the featured skiller a little bit more, play some more games, and if we play 5 games an episode with live commentary, it will be way too long the episode. So it'll be post-commentary, but more games an episode. The next thing is, there was a lot of people who agree with this comment that I should remove the rules about winning and losing games, because the series should be about nice goals, and when having rules that gives me extra coins for winning and less coins, or me losing coins when losing, it would probably see me playing a little bit more competitive and not skilled that much. So therefore those rules are removed, and I think the rules we have now will be the rules we use going forward, and we'll probably not change them too much. So yeah, that is pretty much the concept from now on and going forward with this series. And apart from that, we're in to our first match. I want a penalty with Elyounoussi. I wanted to try for the fancy chip down the middle. The downside to going with such a shot is you can sort of see it on the run-up and the animation that you're going to chip it, and my opponent unfortunately saved the shot. We got another chance with Elyounoussi here. I failed over at flick and I couldn't get the shot on target, unfortunately. We got another chance, 75th minute. This time around, Butaka trying out a shot with both feet but not getting it into the back of the net. And the downside to not scoring is that once your opponent get that one chance and he scores, yeah, you're going to trail. And I tried to get back into the game here with a few skimmers. Thought I was going to get a penalty there, but nope. I picked the ball up here, a little fake shot past the play. I tried for a fancy shot here. Didn't get a fancy shot, and just a regular one. It was on the post, no goal. And I lost the game 1-0, unfortunately. Maybe I shouldn't have gone with that chip down the middle with Elyounoussi, but I wanted to score that little fancy penalty shot. But it didn't work out for me, and unfortunately I did lose that game. But I went into another match, and I was sort of starting to get a feeling for the squad. As you've probably seen on my channel, I haven't uploaded much FIFA the past week. I just haven't much time to playing FIFA. So that first game was sort of getting back into that feeling of playing FIFA. And going into the next match, I got Elyounoussi a little bit more into the action of creating chances and trying to score a goal with him. My opponent did play an over-the-top ball, but I picked it up, passed it with Sillison, and he was feeling that little skill run. Went past one player, tried out one more fake shot. He got a little bit of a touch onto it, and I thought, I better pass it now. I better pass it now so I do not lose it, and end up going down 1-0 to a stupid goal. So, yeah, we went on the attack here from Sillison starting it, and Elyounoussi on the ball here. For some reason, it didn't lock onto my other player, but he passed it right back to me. Elyounoussi gets the ball out on the wing here, past one player, goes past one and more, breaks on through into the box in Elastico. A little bit lucky to hang on to it. I tried to spin in for a shot. It fell to Wijnaldum, and he scores a cheeky little roulette pass there, so we'll count that as a nice goal to give us 5,000 coins. And into the second half, we got another chance. Elyounoussi going past one player, playing it on through Elyounoussi, going past the keeper, but the look-away shot was not on target, unfortunately. Butaka also got into the action in this match, because especially in the last episode, I ended up playing a lot with Butaka more than the featured skiller of Martinez, because Martinez was not very good. But in this episode, I did feel like Elyounoussi was pretty good, and it felt pretty good to skill with him. But unfortunately, this match, my opponent would get a goal back there. I got a bad touch onto it. He could pick it up, run on through with Dumbia. But 85th minute, we got a free kick, and this is why we have Morten Gamst-Petersen in our team. Look at those free kick stats for a silver. Very good stats, and I took it quickly because he put a play on the line, but I switched to him, took it quick, and I could score a beautiful free kick there to give us a 2-1 lead, and that was pretty much how the game would end. And yeah, in this game we scored a nice little backheel shot, and then we scored a nice free kick, 2 nice goals, which gives us 10,000 coins in total after that match to add to the coin total we had from the beginning of this episode. Going into my third game, I got matched up against another gold squad. We tried out a free kick, but a good save from his keeper there at the bottom corner. 6th minute, we'll play it on through to Butaka. Go down the wing into the box, and we got tripped to win us a penalty. Elyounoussi got another go at it. Not the best penalty, but it went into the back of the net, and it gives us 1,000 coins for just scoring a regular goal, and then 5,000 coins for scoring with the featured skiller of the episode. And then we picked up a free kick, and yeah, look at that. Morten Jams Petersen scoring yet again. He moved the wall away too much, and it meant I could go with a driven free kick around it. And after that, my opponent decided to rage quit, and that gives us 7,500 coins for the rage quit. So looking pretty good, sort of building up our coin total. And jumping into the next match, it was a 5 at the back team, and yeah, that was a pretty defensive affair. Not too much stuff happening in this match, but Elyounoussi got on the ball here in the 5th minute. He was yet to score for me, but he showed up in this match, and look at that goal. I'll call that an awesome skill goal, because good skill run, beautiful chip, and what a goal that was. To bring us up 1-0. But unfortunately, he got a nice touch in there with Drogba, and we would get back into the game, and then, yeah, not much happened. As I said, pretty defensive affair this game. I got a chance here with Botaka in the 84th minute, but unfortunately, I would hit the post with my shot. And yeah, we're into the penalty shootout, and I had missed one of my shots, and at this point in time, I had to save it if I wanted to stay alive. I dived to the right side, but I couldn't save it, and I lost the penalty shootout, unfortunately, but that's how it goes. We still scored a very nice goal with Elyounoussi, and that was sort of the best thing about this game, because we finally got a goal with our featured skiller, and we jumped into one final game, and I was up against this sort of La Liga / Spanish side going on there, and yeah, we got on the ball here with Elyounoussi in the 4th minute, just like in the last game. He created a chance very early on here. He beats several defenders, and he scores yet again for me to make it 1-0. I decided to count it as a nice goal and not an awesome goal, because there's a few skill moves which were not spot on. But this one, I decided to count as an awesome skill goal, because everything was spot on. A beautiful back heel shot in the end, and it brought us up at 2-0. And in the end, my opponent decided to rage quit. So a lot of coins from that episode, or that game, because we scored 2 goals with our featured skiller, and there was a nice goal and an awesome goal. So at the end, counting all the goals we scored and that kind of stuff together, we got 118,000 coins in total to upgrade our team for the next episode. So we are getting Chifty in next time around, so leave some comments down below and let me know which players you'd like me to get around him. And keep in mind, I cannot get Gary Mackay-Steven, because he would be sort of featured in an episode in the future. So yeah, no Gary Mackay-Steven, but just 4-star skillers around Chifty. And apart from that, I'm gonna end off the episode here. I would say Elyounoussi, pretty good 5-star skiller for his rating. Definitely a whole lot better than Martinez, which I played with in the last episode. He's good if you play against an opponent who is not too defensive, but if you play against those really, really defensive squads, as you saw in this episode, a few games, he's not going to be a game changer. But if you play against somebody who got a little bit more of an open defense, he could definitely make stuff happen, and that is sort of my verdict on him. He's shooting out the best. He is, after all, a low-rated silver, but he's pretty good to dribble with, and that is pretty much all. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.